It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And off we go from Denver. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lock gonna throw. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is taken around the 12. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Rivers now fighting Hilton on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Pass incomplete.
Rivers' pass is... It's 3rd down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Rivers. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Rivers' pass.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Hey, under 10, 10. Switch. Check. Straight. Crouch.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And the Colts 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Tackle by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Delta! You got to hold it. Check, 43. Go.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 45 yards. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
Rodrigo Blank.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your 1st drive.
I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Clock now on first down. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
48-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Phillip Lindsey. That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Broncos nothing.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Block with the throw, caught by Hamler. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Block working out of the gun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Out.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle,
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Switch up. Check. You.
They'll run with Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. The set to return it is Deontay Spencer. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Denver Broncos are in for 6.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Colts 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Taylor,
a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Taylor. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They run once more with Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 59 yards.
The 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Broncos 17, Colts 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Lindsey. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
For a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 30 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
A good reason quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
To kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Rivers to throw it. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, here we go.
Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Here's Rivers. Left side by Hilton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Rivers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43. All day. Every day. Any day. Check. 43 is the mark. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check 4.
The give to Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Block off of play action. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Clock now to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 30 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 7, Colts 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they get.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
43's the mic. 43's the Alpha! 10, 180. Switch.
Play action now. Rivers. Flushed out right. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Rivers. Bradley Chubb. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up a 3rd.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Broncos.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6 yards.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Jonathan Taylor.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Continuing to fight for more.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They'll run with Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They run with Taylor, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Sanchez to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Block going to throw. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Brought down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 16 out clock. 44.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, 34 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Colts nothing. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. They'll throw again, Rivers.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
For a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Lock now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
42-yard line.
Now Locke again. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Clock. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the sake. Blind and there's nothing left. When I'm clean to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Ready? 380. Come on, let's go. 12.
Now Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
5-yard line.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long for Rivers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
1st down, Indianapolis. On
1st and 10, Rivers. And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Push him back. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Mike, 36.
On second down, Rivers again. He's got Burton here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
On third down, Rivers. Flushed out right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 24.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
To kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. This is Logan. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Take it. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got it. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Rip left, rip left. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the screen. Pass. Away. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
To throw again, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Leonard Fournette on
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd and 8, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady. He's got Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a 1st down.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 65 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
So
line.
from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey.
Number 30.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Lock, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Hey, 66. Good try. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. We got it. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. Sugar. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check it.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. 3rd down here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They run with Logan. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To Evans on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
O.J. Howard, incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. 50. Plant. Check curls, check curls.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, Locke. He's got his tight end fan, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 31 yards, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Brandon McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on first down is Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they run the option on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Complete.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And a Buccaneer first down.
Wait 20.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 10.
Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 20.
Now Brady. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
To Mike Evans.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Switch up, switch up.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
All day, dog.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke.
That's complete, Okuebuna.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll fire one downfield for...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos will extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Buccaneers 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone.
A strong running.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at point.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Succop for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Buccaneers 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I
Really?
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
2 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Locke now on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the Buccaneers 28-yard line.
Now Locke again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 28 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and that'll bring up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, "I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you."
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
40-second reload. Watch the twist. 43 the mic, boy. 43.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Brady now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
They're running it. 43 is the mark, boy. 43. Sure. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.